are gonna simplify the process of sighting in your Ravin Turret Scope in 5 easy steps. Here we go. Okay, step 1 is to remove your turret cap and your windage cap. We have a few tools that are included with your Ravin Scope. One of them is this little mini flathead screwdriver. Off the top here, there's 3 small screws. Take those off and it'll expose our elevation adjustment. Just like that. We're ready for step 2. Turret cap, windage cap are off. We're gonna sight in as precise as possible at 20 yards. 127 degrees out with 50-mile-an-hour crosswinds. Don't feel sorry for us. We're still gonna get it done. All right, here we go. I'm gonna take a verifying shot. It's good to aim in the center of your target at this distance, just so you have enough real estate around you in case you're crazy off. Most of the time, these scopes are set pretty good to take a first shot at 20. Doesn't look like it, but there's a little bit of slant here, so I'm making sure that that's nice and level. You think you're splitting hairs at 20 yards, but the reality is once you go out to distance, obviously the arrow goes in a vertical arc like this. Canted to the right, you'll have a right point of impact. If you were canted too much to the left, I'm only about a shaft off. So I was aiming at the bottom of the V, and I hit low left. I was aiming at the bottom of this R. My left was not too bad. I knew I was floating up here a little bit when I broke the shot, so then I need to come up a little bit. So I'm gonna make a couple adjustments. I was low, I was left. I'm gonna start with my windage here. I need to come to the right. Nice arrows to tell you which way to go. Counterclockwise means I can take my point of impact, which was left, and align it with my point of aim, which was right. I wasn't off by much. I'm gonna do about 6 clicks, give or take. Same thing applies on our windage. I was a little bit low, so there's nice directions up here. There's an arrow laser engraved in the top. Counterclockwise means you can come up. That's what I wanna do. I wanna come up, put that up here. And this turret adjustment does not have clicks, it's smooth. Just so you know you're feeling something different. All right, now we'll verify. We're in the spot, and even though we're at 20 yards, there is a bit of crosswind here. I'm not gonna worry too much about that. We're gonna put on our sight tape for 452 foot a second, verify it at 60. So here's what we're gonna do at 60. We should be really close. What we're gonna pay attention more is our vertical. So if we're a little bit hot or high at our point of, from our point of aim, then we are gonna put on a faster sight tape. If we're a little bit lower than our point of aim, we're gonna put on a slower speed tape. That's how you adjust. Let's give it a whirl. Our crossbow sighted in perfectly at 20 yards. We're gonna reinstall the turret cap and the windage cap. I wanna show you a quick tip here. There's a machine divot or a boss. Put it in the 12 o'clock position, set it right on top of your scope with that machine divot facing downrange. The reason we're doing that is once it's all the way seated, you're gonna rotate it clockwise until it stops. That machined part in there is your 0 stop or dead stop. Next thing you do is snug up the 3 screws. Remember, we backed them out a turn and a half, so you're gonna have approximately about the same to snug them up. Righty-tighty on the windage, and we're good to go. This step is really easy. We're gonna put on the appropriate sight tape for the speed of our crossbow. Now the LR is rated 450 foot a second. I shot mine over a chronograph. It averaged 451.5 feet a second. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the sight tape that says 452. Now on the sight tape, you're gonna notice that there's vertical hash marks that represent yardage in 10-yard increments all the way out to the maximum distance that the sight tape will have. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna align the vertical hash mark of 20 with the laser engraved mark on the scope below the Ravin orange turret. Put that 20-yard hash mark above that laser engraved mark, wrap it 360 degrees, and we're ready to move on. Now I'm gonna take this vertical 20, I'm gonna align it with that white hash mark, boom. Let's put it on nice and delicate. But as you come all the way around, you're gonna have a little bit of excess. There's a slight hash mark after 130, which would represent 5. I'm gonna cut it right in front of that spot. We are good to go. We're gonna verify at 60. So this is why that dead stop is important. it stopped right at 20. So now what I'm gonna do is you're gonna notice right here, I'm gonna dial this bad boy to 60 yards. It's time to shoot. Here we go. Center bird. All right then. Whoa. If you are on a fitness kick preparing for hunting season and you really need to get a lot of steps in, don't shoot a raven. You're not gonna be doing a lot of walking back and forth to the target. This is what center bird means. 60 yards, 2 shots. I'm happy with that. All right, that was it. 5 simple steps to sight in this turret scope. I believe there's some pretty good visuals in there to help you kind of expedite the process of out of the box to in-field accuracy. Obviously that gives you confidence to go out in the field and do some hunting. So we hope you learned something. Appreciate your time.